Okay. It was like a few minutes here. All right. Now, let's go back to this part right here. This part here that I said is the problem right here. This part right here. Because like I said, it might have been you had probably put too much force on the door that caused this part to popped out of place. Because now we're going to talk about this little clip. Now this might be where you might have a problem too. If you there's a clip on this gear that we talked before. That's a really tiny clip, and it kind of looks like the one I drew in this picture, like I drew here, like that. And it's very, very tiny and very, very fragile. You know, that's actually what holds that gear into place. It's kind of like a plastic piece like that. And it might be a little bit too long, but I made it bigger than it's supposed to. But it's shaped like a clip, like that, a plastic white clip that's on this piece right here. And you want to do is you want to clip it back into the printer this way, and you want to make sure that your gear flips up and down in the same spot. And I think that's the only, and I think when that came on clip, this gear came off. So that's why the gear was loose. That little clip is actually what holds this gear into place. If that clip breaks off, then you're going to have Canon fix it for you, because they might have to replace that part for you. Because without that clip, I don't think that gear is ever going to stay in place. Because it's important that clip is still on there. And hopefully that clip did not break off in your situation, or any situation, in fact. Because that clip is the only thing that's holding that gear on there. If it breaks off, then you might have to use Canon to do it for you. So, just hopefully the clip is intact. And if the clip is intact, then you can fix this. Then you will have a fixed printer by the time you're done watching this video. And you have clipped this all into place, and you got rid of all your errors before you clip that on there, because I like to make sure that this gear is out of the way, so that way all the components in there can reset itself. And I powered it on, hit the copy button with the gear release, and then I've had an error. I hit the stop button and hold it down for a few seconds until it was gone, of course. Then I snapped the gear into place. I did not even know this was in the right place or not. I just snapped it in there, and it snapped in there. I didn't know if it was in the right place or not. Then I hold the door down, I hold the lever down like that before I put the door on there, because I want to make sure that this part here would go inside the door when I snapped it back on there, so that, because I didn't want to snap the door on there when it was like in that position, because I don't know if that was the right spot or not. But I don't know, I just find that it was easier that it might work in that position, but I never tried it in the upper position. The only position I know of that does work is in the down position, because I know that I tried that position and it works, but in the upper position I don't know, because it might work in that position too. I don't know. Like I said, I never tried it, and I'm just keep on redoing it. I just know that this way it works, and then that's the only way I'm going to do it. But you could try the other way, but that would probably mean you have to take the door back off and then try it the other way. I don't know. It's up to you what you want to do. All I know is that in the down position, I know for sure that it works. Then you put everything all back together again, and you could print something, and then you could say, all right, my door opens up when I print. You know, plop open and then print quiet and smooth and everything like that. And then it would also print better too, because I found out when it had that error in there that it was using more black ink than before. It would print more, it would print all my lettering in bold or whatever, and then, but after I did this fix, my lettering got thinner and it used less ink. So I think it was burning more ink this way too. But or using up more ink, or burning more ink up, or whatever, how you want to call it. But well, anyways, it's a very simple fix. You might, if only way you would need Canon to do this is if you don't want to do this yourself. If you don't want to do this yourself, then you can have Canon do it for you. If they already know this already or not, I don't know. I never took it to Canon, never, because I don't feel like shipping it off to anywhere. And for this little problem right here that I found out was, for that little problem right there, it's not even worth shipping it out to anywhere. And that could be almost a do-it-yourselfer if you just knew what part it was and where the clicking and noises were from, or where they were coming from. But the only time you need to take it to Canon is if that gear. Okay, now here's the other option here. If that gear has this broken tab on there, you might have to remove that part and then go back to the old open the door manually by yourself, again. Just you get that gear, you might have to move that gear out of the way so that way you can get rid of that grinding and clicking noise. Because that's the only way I found out was the only way it would disappear. So if that clip breaks off, you got two choices. You either gotta take it to Canon to get it fixed, or you can take it out and then use your manual. You be the manual opening door. You open the door. You can open the door, but if you can find a way to remove it, which I have no idea because I didn't remove it. I just managed to move it to the side a little bit while it was still in there. I didn't want to worry about taking it out and putting it back in and stuff like that, because I figured I would just do everything simple here. So if that clip breaks off, you're going to have to use Canon to fix it for you. But if the clip is still there and working, and maybe it just unsnapped itself from the side here, and you just have to snap it back into place, so that way you can. So you can see, I'm going to show you. See where it goes. It seems like it touches this second gear in here. This gear right here, where the screwdriver's pointing to. Not the other gear. And it seems like it's got a little spring on there. It looks like from what I seen. And when I saw that, I was thinking, that's all it takes for the door to open and stuff like that? Oh, wow, okay. I guess that's all it needs. Yeah, and that part there is kind of a... Alright, that's it. Now the fun part comes is we're putting on the front piece, put on the side piece, put on your trays, and hopefully, and then have this in the down position. I find it stays in that position, and then I usually snap the door back on there, and hopefully your printer is fixed, and then you could print something and the door will pop open. You won't have no grinding noises or nothing like that, and hopefully, and that's exactly what this printer. Now I'm not going to reverse the steps what I did to fix the gear here, because everything is it's already fixed. So I'm just pointing out what could be the problem, and I'm thinking it might be that problem because if you had strain on your door here, it would put strain on this gear here, or this part. It would put strain on that part there where the screwdriver is pointing to. It would put strain on that gear or that part that snaps into place. If you put strain on your door, it would probably put part on. Yeah, it would put strain on there, and it probably unclipped it. Yep, yep. So this will let you know. That's your culprit. So this will let you know. All right. Well, that's long enough video as it is, anyways. I'll let you go by.